Elena. It's me, Brittany. Answer me. I think I really misjudged you. I never would have thought you would have turned out to be this type of person. Especially toward your own sister-in-law. I absolutely hate the fact that you're looking down on me by playing coy. I won't have it.
Oh, hey, Brittany. I have no idea what you're talking about, to be honest. Can we start over? What's going on? What's gotten into you all of a sudden? Is everything okay at least? I can't really think of anything I did that could have rubbed you the wrong way recently. What did I do to you?
Oh, stop playing dumb. You know exactly what you did. We have plans to take a break from all the craziness going on in our lives and take a trip abroad. We were even talking about going to start living together too. Remember?
Right. Yeah, that's the plan. So, what about it? I still don't understand what I did or why you're so upset with me right now.
What do you mean, what about it? Gosh, how dense can you be? Don't you think lying to your family would be a problem? Don't you think it would embarrass them or something if they weren't in the know of what your future plans are?
You're losing me here, Brittany. I am trying to follow, but what do they have to do with anything?
This is all because I moved away from you and my brother after you two got married. I moved away from there as soon as I was able to. But then we got jobs together and planned on moving abroad so we can all live together again. But no matter how you think about it, don't you think it's a bit strange? I mean, come on. Your in-laws are super rich and have an insanely huge house. And I was the one who had to move out? But I bet that was your goal, to coax that kind of lifestyle from your in-laws. The best way to do that is by living together with them.
Whoa, slow down a second, Brittany. You're all over the place right now. That isn't my plan at all. What are you talking about? There's no way I would do that to them. I wouldn't just use them for their money and status for my own personal gain.
Oh, grow up. Stop lying. I can't stand your pretend holier-than-thou attitude. I already heard from my brother. He was on board with continuing to live there with you while I moved out. But as soon as you show up, his job assigned him to move and work somewhere else entirely. He told me now you're the only one living there. My dear sweet sister-in-law. He's making it sound like you've been helping yourself to his parents' money this whole time. It wouldn't surprise me if he is doing the same thing, to be honest. I bet he's used to taking our parents' money anyway, too. He's been with them all his life.
What? Did Marshall say that to you? There's no way that's true. He really said I use his parents' money without them knowing?
Well, that isn't what he said exactly, but he did make a comment about that having money is what gives him his carefree attitude about life. So obviously that's what he meant.
What? Are you serious, Brittany?
Of course! So not only are you stealing their money, but you completely just hijacked their house by moving in there like that. You're the worst. You're a fraud. What you're doing can also be considered fraud. Stop doing whatever you want all the time. Don't you know there are consequences for your actions? You should be kicked out of there immediately, you fraud. In fact, I'll be living there from now on. I have to look out for my mother, especially when it comes to frauds like you pretending to be the innocent daughter-in-law.
What? You're really moving back here with your mother, your brother, and me?
That's right. I am finishing work up pretty soon, and then I plan on coming over immediately. I have business where you guys are living now anyway, so it'll be easy. Don't worry, I already told my brother about me moving in and everything. Right after I finish up my work here, I'm returning home and we will all live together there. Your husband already agreed to it and said it's fine. This way I can keep my eye on you. It'll be much better if we are all together. It definitely beats having to rely on a fraud like you.
Well, now that I think about it, there are quite a lot of things around here that can use some help from a man. Are you sure it's a good idea if you move in here?
Are you kidding me? It'll be worth it. I know you're after the gorgeous house and all the money, but you're going to have to stop relying on that from now on. You better, or I'll have to throw you out. By force if I have to. The house and everything in it will be passed down to my brother Marshall one day anyway. You're just trying to steal it all away from him and me. If you have a problem with that, you may as well get your bags packed now and get out. You have no right to go against anything I'm saying to you right now either. It's final.
You completely blindsided me, Brittany. I don't even know what to say right now. Where do I even begin? But fine. You can have what you want. I'll be the one to leave. I do have to pack and get some arrangements in order. So you'll have to give me a little bit of time.
You came to your senses a lot faster than I expected. That's a good thing. For you, especially. It would have been really annoying for me if you just whined and complained over all of this. I'll tell you what. For being such a good sport over this, fine. I'll give you some time to pack your things together. Oh, but don't you dare accidentally pack any of my family's valuable items while you're at it. Thief. You have 5 days at the most to get all of your affairs in order and get out. I want you gone by the time I get back there. I don't want to have to so much as see your face.
Don't worry. 5 days will be plenty of time to pack and do everything I need to. Thank you. Well, I guess I'll leave everything here to you. Like I said before, there is a lot around here that could probably use a few men who are used to working manual labor, but I'm sure you'll do your best.
What are you babbling on about now? Are you just trying to get the last word in or something? Just shut up and pack. You're wasting valuable time. You only have 5 days, remember? So hurry it along and just get out already.
No, I wasn't trying to do anything like that. But you're right. Understood. I'll pack right away. Take care, Brittany.
Hey, Christina! Answer me! It's Brittany.
Oh, looks like you returned home safely. Welcome back. I bet the weather is a little different from where you were just working. It's a bit cold here, don't you think?
Oh, cut the crap! What is this? What's going on here? Your parents' house. It's a mess! A mess doesn't even begin to describe it. What happened here? Were we robbed or something? It looks like a burglar broke in here. Not only that, but my parents don't look right. They have a weird expression on their face since I got here. The worst part may be that smell. Gosh, what the hell is that? What is going on here?
Oh, now, just calm down, Brittany. Before I left, I did the laundry and tried to clean up as best as I could. But sounds like after that, a lot of things happened and it got really dirty over there again. There wasn't anything I could do for that smell, especially with only 5 days to pack and move out. The house practically just absorbed that smell at this point.
What in the world? What do you mean, Christina? What happened here while I've been away?
Trust me, I understand what you're feeling. If anyone understands what's going through your mind right now, it's me. The gap between what you imagined and what's your new reality is quite large, isn't it? Everyone thinks that the older generation is supposed to look after and take care of the younger generation. But that clearly doesn't appear to be the case. At least, not in this situation. There are going to be quite a few things you won't be able to get used to right away, but it's okay. The caretaker will be able to fill you in on everything you need to know. If there's something you're confused about, just consult with them.
Caretaker? What are you talking about? Just hold on a second. What are you saying right now? Look after? Care manager? Why are you talking about these things?
What? I mean, isn't it obvious? Your parents clearly need a caretaker or two. You've seen them, right?
What? My parents are in such bad shape they need someone to take care of them like a caregiver? Full time?
What? Oh my goodness. You really didn't know that? About 6 months ago, your dad broke his hip. Just going out is so difficult for him to do anymore. That was just the start, unfortunately. Shortly after, he very quickly started getting dementia. Because of that, he can sometimes become pretty violent and lash out. It doesn't matter who we hire, he acts the same way. We had no choice but to have the caregiver live here so they can assist around the clock if needed. It's a good thing, too. Because of his sudden violent outbursts, I've escaped with only bruises thanks to the caregivers being here. Oh, be careful. He's been known to throw his cane at people and try to whack them with it, too.
You're lying. This has to be some kind of sick joke you set up for me.
No, Brittany. I would never lie about something as serious as this. I'm sorry, but your mom is sick too. She's not as bad as your dad, but she is also beginning to experience dementia too. But physically, she is still doing just fine. So we haven't had to bring her to a hospital or any sort of institution yet. But she can sometimes get a little scary. Sometimes in the middle of the night, she'll just go outside and randomly start screaming at the top of her lungs. About 5 days ago, you were trying to get on my case about spending your parents' money however I wanted. You accused me of stealing. But this is the truth. We tried to keep things quiet to not worry anyone, but several thousands of dollars went toward their medicines and treatments as well as the caregivers. I even took out a couple loans in my own name. I wanted to do anything I could to help them. They are my in-laws, after all. That's why when we have visitors or anything happening around here at all, it's only natural I take care of things. There's no way I can leave it to Mom or Dad in the state they are in.
Whoa, hold on. I need to stop you right there, Christina. Wait just a second. None of this is real. It can't be. I'm convinced you're only messing with me. That's it. This is just some sick game you're playing. Come on. Broken bones? Dementia? I haven't heard about any of this. Not once. And they are my parents.
What? That can't be. Marshall sent you a bunch of messages about all of these things. He messaged you when we had to bring your father to the hospital. Also when he broke his hip and about the caregiver. Really, every little thing that's been going on, he has been messaging you to keep you in the loop. Ah, there's the answer to the entire misunderstanding from last week. I didn't move into my in-laws' house in hopes to take it over and steal it from them, Brittany. After your father became so far gone and needed a caregiver, your mom asked me to move in and help out if I could. But you assumed I was some sort of swindler and was trying to fraud your parents out of their home and life savings.
No, this is impossible. It has to be a lie. Please let this whole thing be one huge lie. I haven't heard a single thing about any of this. No one has told me anything.
That's not true. I know I've reached out to you many times telling you about this. I know for a fact Marshall has as well. Every time something new would happen, he would send you a message about it. He told you he is overseas for work right now and asked you to take care of your parents in his absence. That's what he said to you.
No way. That has to be a lie.
We just assumed you were too torn up about the news to respond back. Marshall assumed it would be too hard for brother and sister to talk about their parents like that. At least, that's what he told me he expected was the reason why you never responded to him. You never seem to like to talk about bad situations or conditions. Marshall is like that quite often, too. After a while, it became too difficult for him to deal with it as well. Once your mother started getting sick, he got a job overseas and basically ran away from the situation. I would ask him about a caregiver and tell him about how your parents were doing on a daily basis. But no matter what I told him, he would just respond in a lazy way, as if he couldn't be bothered to hear any more about it. He even knew about the fact that your parents really didn't have any money themselves at this point. To be honest, all they have is barely enough to cover their expenses for the month.
What? Are you kidding me? My parents don't have any money anymore? Seriously? Hold on, what do you mean? How can they not have any money? This doesn't make sense. My family is wealthy. Not only that, but they are of high status and well-respected in the community. You've seen the house. Hell, you lived in it for a while. You know how beautiful and grand it was. I get it. There is only one way to explain this. You've been helping yourself to all their money, haven't you? I knew it.
I don't know how many times I have to tell you this, but I guess I'll tell you again. I never once helped myself to their money. It never happened. I keep telling you it's not me. The ones who have been using it are your parents. They need to use it so they can have their caretaker do everything necessary for them. It's their way of life now, so it really can't be helped. After your mom's dementia started getting worse, she would just spend more and more money without giving it a second thought. I guess she forgets what she does sometimes because of her illness. But she's bought some pretty expensive things. I'm not sure if they are the real deal or not, but she's been buying some beautiful-looking jewelry and bags recently, too. Not only that, but she was tricked by some re-cooperation company I've never heard of before. They tricked her into putting down a ton of money in advance for some services they pretended to offer. But they broke the contract, and your mom just hightailed it out of there before they could swindle her out of any more of her savings. And then there is your dad. You know he has some mysterious tax on the land he owns? Turns out he owns some random land in the middle of the mountains that aren't even livable. The tax on that land is incredible. I don't think your dad was aware of this at all either. But no matter how many times I tell him to sell it or just get rid of it, he just tells me to pipe down and mind my own business. So sorry. But as you can see, the people spending your parents' money certainly isn't me. They are doing it themselves. Are you even aware I paid about $6,000 a month or more out of my own pocket living there?
What in the world? $6,000 a month? That's crazy! You're lying, right? Come on, there is no way you're paying that much. It has to be a joke. Where in the world are you coming up with that kind of money? That's over $70,000 a year. That's practically an entire salary for a lot of people. Aren't you just a stay-at-home wife? There's no way someone like you can be able to pay anywhere near that amount of money.
I stay home, yes. But I am not just a housewife. I am a graphic designer. I work in my own office at home. Also, I used to be really into stocks when I was younger, so I traded a lot. I also dabbled a little bit in asset management as well. My husband told me I shouldn't say anything because he was worried it would come off as bragging. So I kept it to myself. But if we are being honest now, I make more than your brother now.
What? You actually make more than my brother? That's impossible to believe. I don't know what to say. What do I do in this situation? My parents have no money. They need constant care and attention around the clock. With each passing month, we are just going to continue losing money until we have absolutely none left?
Well, yeah, I guess so. It seems that's the way things are going. I guess I should say sorry. But I assumed you knew all of this. The fact that you are so surprised is a shock to me. Your parents ended up spending a ton of their money just keeping and maintaining their luxurious house. They may have had the celebrity life for a while, living like kings and queens. But this is the harsh reality of your situation now. All I can say now is do your best. Good luck.
That's impossible! There is no way I can live my life here. It's impossible, I tell you. I have to look after both of my ill parents and take care of everything around the house at all hours of the day. Please come back. Please, I am begging you. I can't do this alone. There's no way.
Oh, no. Speaking of impossible, me coming back is also impossible. I am absolutely not going back there. I am no longer anything to do with your family. I've decided I'm divorcing your brother.
What? You're divorcing him? Come on, please reconsider.
Are you kidding? Not only did I have to put up with all of this while he was away at work, but he is nothing but a cheater. It was a blessing in disguise I wasn't stuck going overseas with him on business. He said it quite a few times that his life would be better if he can have multiple wives. I don't have any time for someone like that, especially at my age. All he did was expect me to be a nurse for his parents and take care of them while he ran around with several women in another country. If you think I would come back and go through that awful cycle of life, you're out of your mind.
What? Are you joking? My brother did and said those things? He actually cheated. You can't be serious. My brother is so innocent. But wait, how do you know about all of this? How do you even know for sure that he cheated on you?
Of course I knew. I would wonder to myself all the time about why he wouldn't just simply ask for a divorce. Even now, I can't stop myself from wondering that same question. But I have no choice but to just stop those thoughts. There isn't any rhyme or reason to anything he does. He would come home once in a while and abuse your parents' nurse for no reason at all. So not only do I have to pay $6,000 a month just to keep up with this place, but he's also an abuser and a cheater. He isn't the man I thought he was. How could you expect anyone to put up with that? You don't know how many times I thought about just running away in the middle of the night. But I kept thinking, what would happen to your parents if I just disappeared one day? If I leave, there really won't be anyone who can manage this family. I don't know. I guess I just had an overwhelming feeling of guilt and felt responsible for everything over there. I felt staying was the decent thing to do. So the months just went on while I aimlessly helped take care of your parents, work, and pay all the bills. I felt like my life was taken away from me. My husband wasn't doing anything for his own parents. I was just left stuck. I'm not sure if I'm explaining things right, but you get the picture. I'm sure you get the idea.
What? Well, yeah, I guess I understand. Especially when you put it that way.
It wasn't until you screamed at me to move out of that house. It was like a sudden revelation for me. My eyes were finally open wide to the situation I was in. I actually felt relief for the first time since I can remember. Someone other than me will finally be here and take over my job in running things. I can finally leave the house. I can finally divorce my husband. I finally felt like I can do all of these things without being looked at as a cold, heartless woman, especially by your parents. It was as if I was finally given permission to leave that hellhole. I have to tell you, it was the best I felt in a long time. What a load off. As funny as it may sound, I can't help but look at you as my savior right now. I should be thanking you. Thank you so much. Seriously. Finally, after all this time, I can finally have my own life again. I can finally return to the life I loved and missed so much.
Hey, wait a second! That wasn't my plan at all. That wasn't the idea. Hold on, please.
Oh, it wasn't? Weren't you the one who said you're going to move back into the house and manage everything? You accused me of some awful things like stealing all of their money and demanded I leave. That's exactly what you said. Isn't that right? You can't deny it now. You didn't want to listen to anything I said and we're going to take care of everything. Don't worry, I took a screenshot of our conversation just in case you decided to forget our chat from that day. I figured you would try to pull something like that, so I made sure to save it. Also, it makes me feel good when I read through it again. It was the moment I regained my freedom.
No, you're wrong. Come on, I didn't actually think you were conning my parents out of their life savings. You read into it too much. Really. Cut me a little bit of slack here. I had no idea what was going on around here.
Yeah, sure. I am over the moon there is finally someone else over there to help take care of everything. Again, thank you so much. I have to be honest, I really never thought this day would come. Well, I guess that about wraps it up. Thanks again for taking care of everything. Now it's time to get through the pile of things I need to in order to get my divorce finalized.
No! Please don't leave me here alone! Please! I am on my knees begging for you to come back. Things will be different! I promise! When I told you I was wrapping up things at work and was going to come here as soon as I was done, that was a lie! The truth is, I was actually fired and had no choice but to come back home. I am really stuck now. I'm sorry, okay? I deeply apologize for everything. Please, you have to be able to find it in your heart and forgive me. Please! I am sorry.
After that, my sister-in-law, well, ex-sister-in-law, wouldn't stop flooding me with text message after text message. I had no choice but to just shut my phone off to avoid talking to her. It wasn't long until she tried fleeing from her parents' home. But without a job and any sort of steady income, she quickly fell into poverty. She brought it upon herself, really. She was relying on her parents' money for her entire life, practically. She tried looking for another house, but as expected, without any money or job prospects, her efforts fell flat. She cried and cried when she had no choice but to return back to her parents' house. She finally found a very low-paying job. She is trying to restart her own life. That can be harder than a life with a cheating husband and abusive parents. But working a grueling, low-paying job and then coming home to parents who need her help constantly. Her life is a real car fire right now. I can speak from experience. The moment she gets home from her tough job, she will immediately be met with screaming parents and a dirty house that needs her help. She'll need to deal with the garbage scattered all around the house as well as cook and bath her parents. Wouldn't surprise me if the police get called there a couple times a week, too. I happened to see a recent picture of her one day. Life must really be getting to her. To be honest, she looked like she was a zombie. She had no spark in her eye at all. Like I said, I can relate. She is going through exactly what I had to for such a long time. But not anymore. My divorce was finalized and my ex has to pay me an enormous amount every month. Now I live a beautiful life with a friend of mine and our 3 pets, 2 cats and a dog. I finally feel free, and this is just the beginning. The sky is the limit for me now, and there is no way but up. I finally get to spend my life the way I want to and on my terms, doing whatever it is that makes me happy. I am finally looking forward to my future. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye!